pressure. In the event, it's hard to do that, but we'll see if they can manage. We're ready to get into Nuke.
We will see indeed, and away we go. Fnatic starting, of course, immediately over towards the CT side of Nuke. So an opportunity for them as well, just to build that momentum back, right? Build a little bit of confidence, get this CT side flowing early, and take Wisla straight to the sword. It's going to be a fast outside take from Wisla. 4 players here, they haven't got the utility, so as they charge on down, they are fully exposed, but nobody from Fnatic is paying them any notice whatsoever. This should be heard. The footsteps are listened to, and Alex will start to think about dropping down this vent as Crim's trying to catch the bomb in transition. Nice headshot, doubles it up before he's taken down, and those are some big kills for Fnatic to start things off.
Alex has snuck into position too. The bomb plant won't be allowed. At least Jedka's still alive on the bomb site. This is an awkward position. Spiro on the flank, coming through with an all-important kill. Brolan firing back, and they still can't get that bomb down.
Just denying it, just flushing the site with all presence. Jedka will deal with Brolan in the meanwhile, but he's tagged down to 44. And in an even 2-on-2, this starts to get interesting. The CT's trying to take advantage of the long-range fights, but that will allow this bomb to go down. Jedka finally able to get those numbers pressed in, not under pressure from Fnatic, and that smoke actually gives him potentially a little bit of an exit. There's a slight gap just on the side of it, and Smooya rips his head off. It's the UK boys up against Sparrows. They swing this site together. They know exactly where he is, and Mezzi lands the clean shot. It will through. Sobel just playing with this squeak smoke as well. He's going to try and make the vent dive off the back of it, and Jedka's caught the aggression. Smooya at least able to trade, but again, the pressure is starting to mount for Fnatic as Crim's caught in no man's land. Rifle out. Nice use of the utility to grab one and double up before he goes down, keeping it competitive. As Sparrow's timing is going to be everything. The UMP from Alex I'm not a fan of, and he gets punished for it. Even 2-on-2 again, as this force buy from Wisla is doing some significant work. Problem is, the bomb is very much on an island. Jedka stuck behind Orange. Needs support from Sparrow, who interestingly has switched to the UMP. With Brolan just wandering through. Smooya spotted out, dealt with by Jedka, and that's a huge kill. That starts to open up the lower site, not that they know it yet.
Brolan searching for info towards A, but there's no info coming his way. That bomb should be going down lower. 25 seconds remaining. Finally, we see it start to cross on the minimap. And it's hard for Brolan to rotate here. You don't really want to go down the vents in this scenario. You know there could be someone down there already. He's going to go down the vents, though. Oh, dear. Actually landed a shot. He nearly got away with it, but
there's a slight opportunity. Mezzi's going to be there for one, though, and Mezzi actually manages to double up. Brolan's still alive, top heart, but Jedka's wise to it, and this starts to get really interesting. Smooya dropping onto site, does a fantastic job to get 2. Sparrow with the trigger discipline will find 1, but can't quite rein the spray in, and Snatchy right into the barrel of Smooya. Unfortunately, it just doesn't quite work out that way, and now Sparrow, no idea at all of Alex's aggression. Clean headshot converted nicely. The man advantage becomes 2, and at this point, it's just the straight ramp play. They've just got to try and get something going. The spray down connects well for Crims. He doubles up. He's so good at anchoring this ramp down. Sobel left, 1v4. Smooya wants to be a little cautious here. Doesn't really want to give that AWP away. And on low HP, he's quite vulnerable to it. Alex, meanwhile, is pushing up the ramp right into the crosshair. No idea where to look. So Sobel will get himself a freebie, and with 20 seconds can start to make his way down towards this lower site. If he gets one more kill, there's realistically an opportunity for this plant. He taps it once, baits it, clean headshot onto Brolan. Sobel looking to maintain the form from last map. Finally over the top, around the edge of these smokes. Sobel this time does get the better of Brolan, and that starts to open up some opportunities. You can see the CT scrambling to rotate to get into a position where this is viable. That aggression punished as he tries to make his way out through lobby. Brolan a little too keen for his own good. That opens up outside. Alex has fallen very far back at the moment, just tucked in, not even trying to face. He's going to allow Sparrow and Goofy pass, and it's going to be a question of timing. Spots out one, lands it, but again, the trade is clean, and that opens up this A-site wrap with Mezzi tucked CT vent. He's going to be wrapped on from Heaven and Main. He's got no real support at the moment. Crims is just about holding off Heaven, but Sparrow got through before he was there, which means Mezzi is completely out on his own. Jedka with the headshot to finish the job. And at this point, this should be a Wisla round. 2-on-4. Crims and Smooya really with no way in.
No real chance here. They took the initial ground for their team. They're actually hanging around here. Crims is looking for a way in through Heaven, so they're thinking about going for this. There's a kill for Crims. Does that tempt them into the retake? Missed shot Smooya. Crims in from above, still looking to cause an issue. The flash was okay, the damage was being done, but Snatchy wins the fight elsewhere, and that should settle it. Crims has to save.
Flashed himself, I think, as well. He had multiple players blinded on that site. If he times that a little better, maybe it starts to become viable. Brolin had to find that kill and does. That makes this retake at least viable. Problem is, again, Snatchy just showing face. Crims deals with Jedka, and if they can get into this site quickly, Snatchy becomes less and less of a problem. But that bomb is already halfway ticked, and Smooya and Crims are still stuck at the ramps. Brolin finds another, and it leaves Sobel actually alone entirely on this site. Gets the first, needs to buy time for his teammate, and he knows it. That bomb not planted for him either. Brolin gonna stick this defuse straight out inside of the smoke. It's Sobel trying to find the kills. The spray won't connect, and as Smooya finds his shot on the P2s, as the outside control is starting to be taken. Goofy low on HP, though, found by Alex, and Smooya locking down that cross. This is a demolition again. Jedka trying to stabilize things, gets at least the first. Takes a lot of damage in the process, though, and Brolin off the angle here. It's a freebie, so Jedka is left. 23 HP, 1v4. Gotta give it a go as well. We've seen saves more often than not in these situations for Wisla. Tapping away, it's one and done.
For him, we were saying he needs to be star of this squad. It hasn't been coming through today, and where is that kill from Mezzi?
Is that on the vent dive?
Maybe.
Either way, he's got the opening and he's in the vent as well, which Sparrow doesn't seem particularly cognizant of, because he's gone to hold secret, and if Mezzi goes right here, then it was a free kill. Instead, he's going to go left, and
the GPS betrayed him, told him to go left.
It might work out for Wisla. If fnatic look to double back off this info and make their way up, then maybe, but there's no way Sparrow expects this, is there? No, he turns, but it's too little too late. 2 kills to the good now. Mezzi single-handedly opening up the lower site. And you don't even have to commit at this point if you're fnatic. You can just start to draw the rotations and late pop in. You can do pretty much whatever you please. You're 2 men to the good. You just need to start finding these kills. Crims gets 1. Snatchy and Sobel remain. I mean, Sobel's had some pretty heroic moments, but this would really be taking the cake, quite frankly. He's going to try and work his way up close, but Mezzi should surely call that, yep, B site utterly clear. If you clear your way down the ramp, it's a free site. It's a free round at that. Wisla will have to save despite being 14-4 down. They can't afford to lose these rifles. They need to contest all the way back through OT.
There's a kill for Sobel. Inconsequential one. Smooth's already getting that bomb down. Definitely excited that fnatic are having this performance, though. We were saying earlier how they haven't won an actual series, an actual proper match throughout this year so far. This is looking like their best opportunity yet. They're going to go 1-0 up. They're going to go ahead and take away Wislas map pick, assuming something doesn't go horribly wrong. And then as long as Inferno goes the way they anticipate, they should be taking this. Wisla themselves have some wins under their belt on that Inferno, though. So we can't count.
Into the ethos of playing to dominate, and Brolin, okay, buddy. Gets the better of Goofy. Mezzi just straight wallbangs Jedka. Why not? Through the smoke, finds him. Man advantage becomes 2. Alex threading the needle on a timing at the moment's got 2 on his plate. Only able to grab 1. Sobel does bail his AWP out, but again, Brolin is already inside of this site. Sobel has once more got to pull off an absolutely ridiculous clutch. If he can buy time, then maybe his teammate joins him, but fnatic realize that, and straight down the vent they go. Crims holding for any kind of cheekiness from the CT side. It'll be a free plant on the lower site. As soon as they realize what's up, Crims lies in wait in that vent all the while. You can see this CT side. It's that desperation play, isn't it? Sparrow drops, lands the shot though. Crims a little sloppy on it. And maybe, just maybe, that gives Wisla away into things. Smooya misses another shot. Has to turn. Face the idea that he's gone through the double doors, and there's the conversion they were after. A little sloppy at the very end of things.
Pretty well. So I'm excited to see if fnatic can be as dominant here on this one. I'm also hoping that we get to see a somewhat closer game, in all honesty. I would like to see fnatic tested a little more too, just for their sake, just so that it isn't complete smooth sailing for them. You learn a lot when you get pushed to your limits. So far, it has been a little too easy for fnatic in this series. Let's see if that's about to change, though. We get underway into Inferno. Wisla getting that chance to start on that CT side.
Snatchy's spotting a lot of info as well. 4 players charging up mid as Sobel tucks himself into the boiler. Not to be tested yet, though, and it's a heavy rotation away. This is a B wrap, and with 2 players deep in CT, Wisla are well set to meet it. Goofy and Jedka are frag a piece before they're found, but that starts to leave this B site vulnerable. Sparrow is solo for now. Has got a fast banana flank in Sobel, but still Snatchy stays on that A site, unsure what's coming his way. And as Alex deals with the site player, this fast flank is all they've got, and he's smoked off by a CT smoke. He's gonna have to go through it, tries to contest the early plant, does well to get one, but again, Brolin is quickly there for the trade, and 1-on-2. Bomb to be recovered. It's all on to the shoulders of Snatchy. He spots one. Sees a shoulder as they make their way round into construction, and that will allow him to start taking this site. They'll play Ring of Roses round construction, and the timing really is going to be everything here. Snatchy, for now, is watching for the man to make his way out coffins, and he's not being given anything because he's tucked pool. Nobody on this T side has seen him yet. They've cleared deep into CT, and Alex, actually, with Brolin behind him, is going to back away. The footsteps just far enough away that Snatchy's not quite going to hear them. So the bomb that was trapped in towards those coffins for so damn long will slowly but surely work its way back around towards the A site. And Snatchy, without a kit to play with, will have to make his way all the way back.
I think you could just see Snatchy's face there for a second, thinking, oh man, this is probably not winnable, but he's gonna try. Coming back over to this A-bomb site. Both players in good position. Oh, nearly having
to come through. Jedka absolutely charging, not making any secret of his presence. Lovely flashbang over from Alex, but it is traded. Sparrow there to at least back his man up. But again, this is the problem for Wisla. A 1-for-1 trade, especially on a map like Inferno, really feels like it favors this T side. They can pull your rotations so much more freely.
Snatchy's AWP has decided to lean over to B. See if they try and get him established on an angle, would maybe stack towards the A side of the map. Looks like that is the read, but the smoke up to long means Goofy has to drop back. Spiro just now coming in on the rotate, but fnatic is still undecided, and in fact, that bomb is back towards Banana. They've left themselves with low utility here, fnatic, but it looks like they may walk into that 3-man A stack. Couple of smokes and a single flash left for them to work with, and this double crossfire on the site could be unexpected.
It'll dodge this pop flash as well. They're going to send a couple of players out the apartments with it. Goofy the first there to receive. There goes the pop flash from Smooya, but it's fully dodged. Mezzi just caught low HP as he makes his way out. Crims, though, baits his teammate in brilliantly to find the first. Sobel expected, dealt with on the pre-fire. That was a 2-man site setup, and Crims on his own has just dismantled it. Smooya there to pick off Sparrow as he tries to make his way around the mid flank, and Snatchy, well, he heads for the hills. Even when Wisla have the right setup at the moment, fnatic are still finding a way through it. That was perfect, right? He dodges that flashbang. If he gets the kill onto Mezzi, then he can refocus in towards the apartments. The problem is he knows that mini pit player is still there. He knows he's low, so he's kind of stuck between 2 angles at once. And as soon as he's in that situation, Crims is just ready and waiting to pounce on him.
Yeah, you just want that first kill so badly. It makes you feel so much better because then you can probably drop down. It's been okay, but they didn't have mollies. The utility they had made it a bit awkward with the flashes. Here comes the push down mid, though. Snatchy with one early. This could get awkward. Alex thinking going through, but he's getting shanked. Eventually, it's the MP9, and Snatchy lines up a double. It's all gone wrong for fnatic out of nowhere.
Well, this is not how this round was meant to go. Smooya 12 HP through the smoke. Bullets flying left, right, and center. Little bit of magic from Snatchy really makes that viable. 2 clean deke headshots as they try and wrap in from second mid. Leaves the bomb out in no man's land. And Smooya might do well at this point just to hide this AWP. He's being flanked out through T-Apps at this point. Snatchy's starting to make his way around. And, well, if he drops, he makes noise. If he goes slowly, he might miss Smooya in transition. It's a delicate balancing act as Smooya is just thinking about where he could potentially save this AWP. I would be getting rid of it if I was him. 50 seconds left on the clock, up against 4. You've already hand gift wrapped them 3 AK-47s. Don't want to be giving them much more than that.
Well, this might not have been on Wisla's list of rounds that they expected to win going into it. But this is something we were talking about earlier. I would love to see Wisla just create some more chaotic scenarios like this. Just go for it. Go for some risky plays. A little too long. Need to get that carbonation back. That doesn't make sense. We don't need to make sense here. Oh, that doesn't make sense.
That makes absolutely no sense. Smooya's going to go flanking as well. Already posted
D. With 20 seconds in. Is this Smooya or Art?
Oh, Goofy. You got to be careful here, buddy. He's thinking about it. He's going to go high. Smooya's up for it. He is losing teammates, however. Sparrow pushing into the apartments has dealt with Alex. And now it is all on to this rifle. Jedka has got to do it all. He finds the first, low HP on the second, but Crims has landed it regardless. This feels like a Smooya special right here. 2-on-2. He's got the AWP. He's got health to work with. He spots the man making his way up Banana as well. Can't quite land it at the first chance, but Bomb will go down. fnatic looking to pull off the miracle round. His own smoke keeps him out of the ultra deep CT peak. Both players are tagged up as well for Wisla. Sobble on 44. Sparrow not doing much better. They've got Util though, and that HE could deal with Crims if it hits the right spot. Oh, Smooya comes off the angle. Worst possible moment. He hears the man looking to run him down. Hits the first. Sobble left. 1v2. Gives his position away with the spam, and Crims.
Stack this.
3-man hold. Oh, Crims. Not like this. Snatchy. Sobble's been spotted as well. They know exactly where he is. Mezzi's in with the punishment, and a frag becomes 2. Goofy to try and stabilize things. Nice shot for 1. Problem is, he's being wrapped on from all sides. He's aware of it, but how much can he realistically do? Mezzi inside of the smoke. Looking for the timing. Goofy drops his own utility. Nice one-way. Hits the shot. Spots the rest of them as well and lights them up. Goofy on for the ace. It will be stolen. 8-7. Leaves Alex isolated on this angle. Alex spotted. Shoulder. Caught. Taken down to nothing. Smooya next up on the chopping block, and he can only find the 1-for-1, which leaves Crims. He talked up his heroics on the ramp on Nuke. Now the ace site on Inferno needs to be his next stronghold. 2 players through the smoke. Lands the first. Knows the second is there, but he can't quite rain that spray in. Man advantage still there for Wisla as they get this bomb down. And Brolin and Mezzi start to dream a dream of a retake. Always difficult into this ace site. They've got a little bit of utility to work with. No real flashes to get players off the angle, though. And with that smoke going down, it starts to feel like this one will have to be a save. Jedka's watching for this. He's looking for it. Brolin looking a little cleaner, though. First headshots in. Bomb already halfway ticked, so this retake has really not got a lot of time to work. Plant is reverse pit. They know there's likely a man in towards that pit, but Brolin's caught as he looks to transition, and Goofy takes full advantage. That's round done. 11 on the board for Wisla. The fast A pop works out beautifully.
You end up getting all the...
On a pixel angle. Then decides better of it, backs away once more. Decent amount of time burnt and limited map control taken for Wisla. The problem is they haven't really been countered by fnatic. There's no takeover towards B, so no chance to really steal that rotation, which would really help things out at this point as bracket control is taken. Alex a little isolated out long. They're going to charge through that smoke again. Wisla, they were thinking about it. That molly just wards them back for a couple seconds, but Sobble is still going to do it with Goofy behind him. Pop flash around the corner. Well played by Alex. Needed that kill as well, and he just about can exit. The bomb, meanwhile, starts to work its way back around, but there's a gap in the smoke. And as Goofy finds that kill, it's a 2-2 turtle. Both sites, 2 CT players just holding on for their lives. And with Goofy on the wrap, this B site is going to be incredibly difficult to hold on to. Sparrow is looking to try and deny any kind of rotation at all, so it's going to be a straight 2-on-3. into that B-bomb site. It's going to be down to the two riflers. Brolin does well for one on the boosted angle. Smooya drop down low on the other site, and they're actually going to double back off the back of it. There's no time left. 12 seconds. They've got to get into the site, and Brolin finds one. 8 seconds left. He's on single digits. He has got to buy time here. Bomb has to go down now. Snatchy, too late. Kill comes in far too late for it. Wisla. Snatchy's flashbang catches Goofy, gets him killed. And with the man advantage again, fnatic just glide on out of that banana control.
This was the first time I think fnatic have gone with 3B early. Alex leant over there initially. They've just thrown some more nades back on banana. Snatchy took some damage from those. I think Alex may have even left a nade or two to help his teammates over on B. Smooya looking for the peek into second mid. fnatic have the man advantage, but this setup could fall quickly if they lose this first fight.
Needed it, hit it cleanly. Sobble will trade for just one though, and now Smooya flanked in from Boiler as well. It's a headshot angle, he can't land it, he's out in no man's land. Sparrow gets the freebie, and this starts to fall apart like you said, Hawker. Alex is alone, and well, luckily they haven't sprung the trap off the back of it. Wisla, if they'd gone quickly, it was an isolated fight. Instead, he's at least got Mezzy here with him. It's going to be an awkward one, but Mezzy lines them up, knocks them down, clean as you like for a split second. If he can get a little more chip damage of his own. Smooya behind him, he can afford to be a little more blasé with things as well. Just looking for the timing, and this is an interesting setup from fnatic. It's going to be tested as well. 4 players about to head their way. Smooya needs this initial shot, and then he needs Brolin to bail him out majorly. They'll swing, they're waiting for the AWP, but it's not the AWP that swings, it's the rifle, and Brolin gets 3. I was worried about that setup. I saw a world where it went so desperately. Sobble pre-firing, drops, he waits for it, he sprays down one, Brolin grabs one more, low HP, Snatchy has to wait. He needs Goofy to get this kill, it's all on his timing. Nice shot from Snatchy. Needed that headshot to enable the plant, and it will start to come through. 2-on-2 now. Mezzy playing the corners of the smokes, decides to back away, sticks himself into Moto, waits for the reinforcements. Smooya has a HE here. Snatchy, though, is going to dodge it by playing up close and personal. If he can deal with Smooya, no HP, that would be ideal, but in the corner of the smoke, Smooya spots him, and Goofy is left. 1v2 to clutch up. Spots them headed to the side. They haven't seen him just yet, but he whiffs the spray, and Smooya again is there with the punishment. 16-12, fnatic.